Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I will put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can easily do so. Let's hop into the email here. Let's see what we've got to work on today. Looks like we've got a delid and an overclock, and I still have this upgrade that I can't do because I don't have a Bongle rating of 5 yet. I don't know when this thing's going to clear out. I hate to reject it, being that I'm so blasted close. Look at that. Maybe a couple of more. I don't remember. Maybe somebody can put it down in the comments. I don't remember how many 5-star ratings you need to clear something like this out. But hopefully soon this thing will clear out, or not clear out, but the 4-star will kind of drop off. I'll go back to 5 stars and we can do this dang upgrade. But we've got a delid, we've got an overclock, and then of course we've got something to work on from spares and repairs, which we'll get to in a minute. But let's read this email first. It says, hi, hello, please can you delid my CPU for me? Can you delid my CPU and put some better thermal material on it, please? Man, they kind of repeat themselves, don't they? Those braided blue cables look really nice. If you have time to fix me up with some, could you maybe paint the case green? Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, I'm sure we can do all of that. Let's take a quick look here at the stats for a delid. They've got an i9-7920X. That's pretty old. That is a dang old CPU right there. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's take a look at this overclock. It says Simon or Simone, I'm not sure. Phenot here, a chairman of the local chapter of the Non-Human and UFO Truth Seekers Organization. Nutso. I see what you did there. One of our operatives recently discovered a fascinating geometric pattern in a field just outside of town. I'm doing my best to contain my excitement, but needless to say, this could be a revolutionary discovery. As I write this, our operative is working with the local model flying club, of which he's also a member, to gather aerial photographs of the site, and we must be ready to analyze the resulting images as soon as possible. I found a suitable AI analysis engine shared on the National Nutso discussion group, but my test run indicates that my computer isn't powerful enough for the required calculations. Unfortunately, our treasurer is currently on holiday in Nevada, so I'm unable to secure funding for any new parts. However, given the potential magnitude of this discovery, I'm willing to pay for an interim job myself. Please do what you can to tune up the RAM, CPU, and GPU. Hopefully that will be enough. Watch the skies. C. Phenot. So it must be a Simone because he signed it C. Okay, so we need to overclock the CPU to at least 3798 megahertz, overclock the GPU to at least 1395 megahertz. Why is that so low? Must be an older AMD GPU. And adjust the cast latency by -2. Let's take a look at these stats because, okay, yeah, that's definitely not a new CPU there either. Just like the other one, this one isn't quite as old as the previous CPU, but we can probably overclock that. Then let's see, the RAM, yeah, 3000 megahertz, DDR4, and a Radeon RX 580 8 gig. Already overclocked, by the way, from the factory. So they want us to overclock and overclock. Okay. So that's all they want is just a bunch of overclocking. I'm sure we can do that. Let's go take a look at what we're working on from spares and repairs. We've got this guy, PC with broken motherboard and RAM. So it's pretty clean. Got a 12700K that's apparently working. The case is fine. That motherboard's got to go. And where's the RAM? So there is 2 sticks of RAM in there. And one of these sticks of RAM is broken, so we'll probably just replace that. I don't know. This case doesn't have a whole lot of room. This isn't a great water cooling case. I don't like water cooling in these NZXT cases all that much. But maybe we'll throw like an AIO or something in there. This thing doesn't even have any intake fans, just 2 exhaust fans. So yeah, I'll have to figure out what I want to do with that. So let's come back over here. I do need to order some parts for it, so I'm going to step away. I'm going to figure out what parts I want to put in that build from spares and repairs we're going to work on. Then I'll come back. We will end the day. We'll get these repairs, or not repairs, we'll get the delid job and the overclock job in and the parts, and we can get to work. So let me go see what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. All right, so for the spares and repairs build, it has a decent air cooler in it, so we may just reuse that. We'll probably delid the 12900K or whatever it was I had in there, but we may either reuse that, or I might have, I don't know, an AIO or something we'll throw in there. I'm definitely not going to water cool in it, so we're just going to fix it so we can sell it. So I'm going to put in a MSI MEG Z690 Unify motherboard. We're going to replace the broken stick of RAM with the same thing that's already in there, which is G-Skill Trident Z5 Neo RGB 16 gig 5600 megahertz. And just because it doesn't have one, we're going to put in an NVMe drive. It's a team group. Is it Cartier 0Z44? So we're going to get all of that for a next day delivery. Go ahead and close that out. This is on its way. This is on its way. So let's go into the day and we'll get everything. What is this? Oh, I think this is something from spares and repairs that I purchased. Let's put that down there. Let's turn off the lights. Let's end this day. We get everything in so we can get to work. All right. It is a new day. Let's get this light turned on. Here's our overclock. Here's our delid. Here's our stuff for the spares and repairs build. We'll pick that up. Let's put this delid over here. Dang. Is it the glass that's making it look that white inside that build? And then we got this overclock here. Go put this over here. Look at that sticker. That's funny. Okay. So for the delid, yeah, it was interestingly painted. Okay. So all we really need to do is delid. They want their case painted. Was it blue or something? I don't remember. We'll have to look. Let's get this CPU out, though. Maybe. Here we go. Yep, let's just remove it. All right, come over here. And it was that. So, let's get started. Heat this thing up. Still wish they would speed up some of these animations. They seem to take way too long. Get this IHS popped off here. There we go. Very nice. All right. See, I can't even click on the scraper until it's happily removed. Successfully removed. Varnish. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Lots of varnish going on here. It's almost like doing a Ryzen CPU. All right. Then we got silicone going back on over what looks like old silicone. But I think that's more the way that these chips were manufactured. Get this all siliconed. There we go. Liquid metal will do a nice big blop. Get the heat spreader back on. Get it back in this guy. We'll clamp her down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Back in the inventory. We can go slap it back in here, but we need to do... No, I want to install. What am I doing? What am I doing? What we need to do is get all these cables out of here because they wanted Why can I not line up with this little stick? There we go. They wanted different colored cables. Let's back out for just a sec. Pull up the tablet because I don't remember what color cables they wanted. Let's see, delid, braided blue, braided blue. So let's get these cables all out. No, not the motherboard. What did I just, was that a cable? That was a cable. You know what? We might just take the side of the case off because I want to make sure I unplug everything just in case. Those seem to be outside, so those don't matter. Let's see if we have braided blue. Ribbon plastic, tight plastic. Watch me not have plastic. Flat, there we go. Ribbon braided. Ribbon braided plain blue. I think that's what they want. I think that's probably what they want. Dang. The light glitches are still here. You get everything connected. Okay. Now, let's go back here to tools. We need some thermal paste. Let's get a big old wad of thermal paste on here. And let's get their CPU cooler. Go. And we can cable that up. And then we can make sure this bad boy boots. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. Let's just make sure they don't need like XMP or something. They did. They did. Okay. Apply changes. Voila. Voila. Slow. There we go. Jeez. Oh, man. Okay. So we need to get the side panels back on, and then we need to go paint this case green. Okay, so there's that. Quick little delid job. Go paint this green. I don't really know what color green. It just says green. So you think maybe they want like a lighter green? Oh no. Do that and that. Ooh, that's nice. What the heck? Oh, it won't paint that little section. Okay. They didn't say they wanted their glass painted, so I think I'm going to leave that alone. And we can't paint the back. So yeah. That's what it looks like there. Let's go put this out here in the delivery area. And we get started on this overclock job here. So we need to overclock the CPU, the GPU, and adjust the cast latency. Let's see. What do we want to do first? Let's do CPU. And I've got to try to remember. Let me back out here. Oh, it was right there, wasn't it? 3798 and cast latency by 2. So 3798. So basically 3800. Let's just go ahead and bump this to 1.55. That ought to be able to do it. I'm not going to do the RAM yet because I want to test what we just did. While this is restarting, though, I do need to get a USB drive in here because I want to put OCCT on here. Where is it? We'll need the GPU tuner too. Let's go ahead and install that. Wow. Really? Gosh. Okay, and then OCCT. Oh my. This is pathetically slow. Should we bother? Okay, let's put 3D Mark on there just in case. Just in case I need to run it. I don't want to have to wait around and install more software. Okay, so I'm going to run OCCT just to make sure that our 100 megahertz overclock is stable. So I'll probably just cut away while it runs. And as long as it doesn't crash or anything, I will be back in, well, for you, it'll be a second. Okay, so we're all good. We hit a max of 67.61C, but we didn't throttle. GPU's running a bit hot as well, and we have to overclock that too. So that'll be something. But next, what we need to do is we need to restart this bad boy. We need to hop back into the BIOS so we can adjust the cache latency of the RAM. So we're going to do that next. Here we go. RAM OC. And they wanted us to reduce it by 2. So to do that, we need to lower that by 2, that by 2, and that by 2. And we leave the TRAS alone. We're going to apply those changes and restart. And then I'm going to run OCCT again just to make sure it doesn't crash. And then we can overclock the GPU to whatever those settings were that they wanted. So I'm going to get OCCT open back up again. Technically, we can only run this, or we could just run this for like half of the test because about 15 seconds is usually good. But I'm going to let the whole thing run, and I'll probably just cut it out. Or not, because we're halfway done. We haven't crashed. I think we're going to be good. So next, we're going to overclock the graphics card that we do in the operating system. We need to get it to 1395. Let's take a look here. GPU tuner, we're just going to blast that all the way up. 1395 on the core. That's literally nothing. So there's 13. Let's just take it to 14 for them. We're going to apply that. We're going to do a quick auto run just because I don't think we're going to have any issues. I should have looked to see what, oh, okay, I guess we're good. I was going to say, I should have looked to see what they had for a power supply, but I think we're probably fine at this point. We barely even overclocked the GPU. It went up by 3 degrees though. Did go up by 3 degrees, but I think we're good. I think we're good. We're going to leave it alone. Should we? Okay, I'm going to run 3D Mark just because it makes me feel better. As soon as this is done, unless it crashes or something, as soon, oh, because this is going to be painfully slow. Look at the FPS. As soon as this is done, I will come back. I'll show you guys whatever pathetic score this PC has. Okay. 4680. That was probably one of the worst, longest 3D marks I've ever had to sit through. So CPU test was pathetic, and so was everything else. So moving on, this should be done. They didn't have any kind of little secret quests for us. So all we need to do is, well, I guess, you know, we can take a look at this wacky PC. I like that they're beaming up a cow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dang cool. Okay. So there's their PC. Let's go put this thing out in the delivery area. I did notice that we sold something from the storefront. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the emails and turn these jobs in. I don't see anything exciting here. Just delete that. We do have 2 upgrades, though, for the next episode, so that's pretty sweet. Okay, so we did everything they wanted here. We delided, we put in braided blue cables, and we painted the case green. We should get 5 stars for this. Let's go ahead and collect that. 5 stars. I asked them to delid my CPU and use some better thermal material. They did exactly what I asked, and they did a great job. Excellent. So we'll delete that. This didn't have anything hidden in it. We did the 3 things they wanted. So again, we should get 5 stars. There we go. 5 stars. Very nice. Had me worried for just a sec. Had me worried. Okay, so we got some new parts, or, well, a new part. We got a fan. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so, yeah, a fan. Wow. Did the Bongles... Oh, was that a full solid 5 stars? Is it? Hold on, I gotta go back to the email and see if we can do this job. We can. We can, so the next episode, we're gonna get around to doing that. I don't think we're going to do all 3 upgrades that are there in the next episode. That's going to be like an hour-long episode if I do. So, yeah, we might have to split some of that up. But let's see. Let's see what we can create with this thing here. Let me start by just taking all these cables out. We'll probably do something different with cables. Maybe not. Who knows? The blue doesn't look bad. But we've got to get down to the motherboard anyway. So we got to get everything out of here. Because the motherboard's toast. And so is one of these sticks of RAM. I don't know which one, but one of them's garbage. Unplug, please. Thank you. Let's get the CPU out. I don't think there's anything else in this motherboard. There we go. There is some dust I can see. So let's grab our compressed air and let's just clean out this dust before we go any further. And it tells me that I can't sell a PC. What's happening? Did we freeze up cleaning out dust? Okay. That's different. So we've got this broken motherboard. Let's just sell that off. We're going to put in this MSI MEG Z690 Unify. Did I have any other Z690 board? Oh, I did. I had a Tomahawk down there. Oh, well, we'll use new. We will use new. Let's get the CPU thing opened up there. We'll get this ready for RAM. We are going to go delid the CPU, but let's get some other stuff put in here first. I did get some storage. We've got this Team Group NVMe drive. We are going to stick in here. And let's go ahead and get the RAM in. Let's sell off this broken one. Hold on. Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment, but now I'm good. I didn't even have to do that. Doing things that are unnecessary. What kind of power supply was in here? Fractal design 560. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's go delid this CPU real fast. Oh, it was a 12700K. I think earlier I said it was a 12900K. So I lied. It's a 12700K. Still a good CPU. Nothing wrong with a 12700K. Let's get this IHS popped off. I feel like we did this earlier. Maybe because we did. On a much older Intel CPU. All right. I clicked the scraper. Thank you very much. Get off of there. There we go. All right, that's just not going to come off. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. It's not going to bother my OCD or anything. It will. I think it's gone now, though. I don't see it anyway, so if I don't see it, it's gone. Get silicone applied. There we go. Get liquid metal. IHS back on. Clamper down. We can be done with the delidding part of this. Oh, you know what I didn't check? I didn't check what we sold. I'll have to do that here in a minute. You guys are probably yelling at me. Why aren't you checking it? You know, I forgot. We'll check it here in a moment, though. Let's finish this build and then we'll see what's sold. Thermal paste. What do we want to do for cooling? I do have like a 280. It looks like it might fit. We want to put... Sure. There we go. Now, the real question is, will this graphics card that was in here fit back in here? No, it won't. Well, crap. The 2080 Ti will, though. It's not quite as powerful of a graphics card, but it fits. Got an EVGA 2080 Ti for the Win 3. Will that fit? That might fit. Ooh. Let's do that. Let's do that. I like it. Let's cable this thing. What do we want to cable this with? Maybe we can just go real basic and just use some like black cables. This isn't the fanciest builds. We do something nice like these sleeved braided. That looks good. Yeah. I like it. Let's close that. Grab a USB drive. Does it power on? Can we hop into the BIOS? We can. I'm not going to bother overclocking. Let's do turn on XMP. I do want to boot from the NVMe drive. So there we go. Maybe? That seemed really slow for an NVMe drive. Let's throw the lighting app on. I mean, we've got a couple of things with lights. I think the graphics card, we can change the lights on. I don't know. It does look like it. Let's select all. Let's not do rainbow. Let's just do static something. How about just some basic white? I like it. I think it's fine. Get the side panels on here. We can take a look at it. We'll go throw a sticker or something on here so it counts for that. But I think that turned out pretty nice. I don't hate it. Let's go over here. We'll do this little trick I like to do. We'll just stick some sort of sticker like a bullseye. Set it to black. We can make it small or something or big. We'll put a big. There we go. It's less noticeable. Just so that it counts. Okay, so before we carry that out, let's pull up the tablet. Close that. Let's go to shop sales. Did both of them sell? Budget RGB and White Warrior both sold? Wow. Look at that. So that sold for $10,500 for a profit of $6,168. Let's collect that guy. And Budget RGB sold for $3,500 for a profit of $2,180. Very, very nice. So this will be the only PC sitting out there. I don't even know what this is worth. Might not be worth jack squat. Says resale value of $1,730. That seems kind of sad. Let's see what we can sell it for, though. Let's name it first. Let's just name it. We'll just call it a sleeper build. We'll call it the sleeper. So we got $50 for naming it. We got $50 for customization, $50 for new cables. We didn't do custom cables. It's a one or the other sort of thing. We did get 100 for delidding, 50 for overclocking because we turned on XMP on the RAM. I did not put in a custom water cooling loop because I hate doing custom water cooling in NZXT cases. I don't like it. I did customize the LEDs, and I now again have a 5-star Bongle rating, so I'm getting my extra $100 from being back at 5 stars. Very nice. I need to figure out what to sell this for to get it to a 50% chance of sale, so let me figure that out now. All right, let's go for $4,800. 4,800, that gets us to a 53% chance of sale. I don't need to have it right at 50, so I am fine with 48. So let's go ahead and list Sleeper for sale. If you would like to name one of these PCs, I do pull names from my Discord server. There is a link from a Discord server down in the video description. Go there. Once you're in my server, there is a specific channel for naming a PC. Go there, read the rules, and submit a name. Just make sure to keep them safe for work, or else I won't use it. I'll probably just delete it. So yeah, there you go. Sleeper is up for sale for $4,800. Pretty simple build. Maybe in the next episode we'll get something much better. We can take a look, I guess, and see if there's anything exciting from spares and repairs, anything that might be water cooled. D390, I'm good on that. What is this? 8086. All this stuff is old. An 1800X. Excuse me. No, that's no good. That's all broken. That's old. Ryzen 7 2700X with tons of broken parts. I'm going to pass. We may be building something from scratch to sell in the storefront. I do have a bunch of parts. I've got cases and stuff from purchasing some of these things from spares and repairs that I'm not using because the build is just too old. So maybe I'll go through some of that stuff and see what I can figure out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you being here and hanging out and watching my video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. Also, I do play other games other than PC Building Simulator and PC Building Simulator 2. Be sure to go check out the other content that I have available. I also stream over on Twitch. If you want to catch me live, I've got a link to my Twitch down in the description. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.